soñando contigo. Me moría por ti. Te he echado de menos.
Tenemos que acabar con eso. Para siempre.
He visto cómo morimos todos. Nos consume desde dentro, hasta que no tenemos nada que hacer.
So, you've done the youngest version of a character, now the oldest. How do you work with other actors' performances, and especially in this case?
I think previously it was important to me to kind of do the opposite as much as possible, and then kind of maybe in the latter films of the X-Men series kind of become closer to what Patrick did. This time it was pretty important to be similar, like point out the similarities. We're quite different actors, I think. We have quite different styles, but I wanted to try and mimic a little bit of Jaden's just stillness and openness and purity that he has, that he might only have because he's a child, or was a child. He's now a young teenager, but at that point in the first hit movie, he was still a very young child, it seemed, you know. And maybe he'll keep that purity and that openness all his career. I suspect he might, but it might just be for his child. Either way, I wanted to try and hang on to some of that.
You haven't done many horror movies. I think it's your first like full horror movie. How is it for an actor to work in this gender?
I like it. I really like it. It doesn't really feel like just a horror movie though as well. It feels like, you know, it's Stand By Me a little bit, and it's a horror movie, and it's like a romance, and it's a horror movie, and it's a really funny movie, and it's a horror movie. So it feels like a lot of things mixed in. But I liked it. As long as you get a good character with a good arc, and you get to feel real things instead of just like then it's a real movie and not just a horror movie.
But horror movies, like, audience love to be scared.
Yeah.
Why do you think they like it so much?
I think it makes us feel alive. It makes you very afraid for your life. Fear is a kind of response that's designed to help save your life. So I guess it's all tied into mortality and the fear of death, and I suppose by then making somebody feel afraid, you're also making them feel very alive and very present and very in the moment. And that's a really exciting experience that maybe in this modern life we don't feel all the time. We're always, you know, we're living in a projected, surreal, abstract space a lot of the time. We're always wondering about what's coming next, and we're always projecting into an abstract internet space, you know. Whereas just being afraid makes you go, I'm right here, and I'm breathing, and I'm sweating, and I just shat my pants, and I'm like, do you know what I mean? Whatever it is, as horrible as all that is, you're there and you're alive.
How was seeing for the first time Bill Skarsgård in full Pennywise costume?
I don't enjoy seeing people in that kind of gear. I don't. I always remember on X-Men with Nick Holt when he was in the full Beast makeup, the big blue Beast. I found it really hard to look at him and talk to him at the same time, and I had the same thing going on with Bill. But all right, mate, how you doing? You good? It's nice to see you, man. You out last night? Yeah. Did you go? Oh, you went to a nice restaurant? That's cool. That's great. Yep. Brilliant. I'm just gonna be in the toilet. I'm just be hiding in the toilet. I did not enjoy it. But he's amazing, and what he puts into that character, you don't see it. You feel it massively, and it's why that character and why that performance is been talked about so much, and why it's going to be so iconic for years to come. You don't see it, but you feel just how much effort and energy and blood, sweat and tears, literally sweat and tears actually, maybe not the blood, but literally sweat and tears, and how much tension he is in doing this role. It's unbelievable and really disconcerting to be around.